Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wolfenstein 2. So, I decided that we'll finish the plot before we do more of the Enigma missions. I know people are probably excited to see that. If I were playing this just the way I would play it by myself, I would do every one of these Enigma missions as soon as they became available. But I recognize they might be a little repetitive to watch. The one exception is that after we do New Orleans here in the plot, we are going to do any New Orleans Uber Commander missions that pop up, because I wanted to make sure that we got all three of the contraptions before moving on, and I was told by somebody that one of the New Orleans missions, one of the New Orleans Uber Commander missions, is how you get the one contraption we don't have yet. So, let's move forward. Wait, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be talking to Grace.
Grace! Grace!
This motherfucker don't waste Abby or I'll break your idiot neck.
I got you the New Orleans dossier.
I'm sorry. It's just that it took me hours to put her down. Okay, let's roll.
In other news, the Minister of Public Security, General Engel, has resolved to clean up the streets of America from, quote, all criminal and terrorist elements.
Der Terroranschlag auf Roswell war ein Weckruf für das amerikanische Volk. Wir sind nicht sicher, wie wir glauben.
Later tonight, we interview Lady Helene herself about the upcoming movie, the most expensive in cinematic history, chronicling the hunt and capture of Terror-Billy. We will ask director Lady Helene the most pressing question of all. Who will play Terror-Billy? Can any actor truly channel the pure evil of one of history's greatest mass murderers?
The helm. 5 minutes?
It's true, I am a pretty great mass murderer.
For the longest time, I've been hearing through the grapevine about this resistance leader named Horton.
I'm so sorry. I'm still trying to calibrate the fucker.
Horton. Horton and his crew are holed up in the New Orleans ghetto. Now, this man has important connections to the remaining fragments of the resistance all over the U.S., so Blazkowicz, I need you to go in there and recruit this man to our cause, you dig? However, this shit ain't gonna be easy. Nazis got this great fucking wall all around New Orleans. Heavily armed guard towers, and the coastline is riddled with mines. Impossible for the U-boat to navigate. But you know what? Fuck them anyway. Because we got something else.
For a second there, I was afraid her plan was going to be, fuck it, we'll just drive through the mines. I mean, there's not a lot of places to get privacy on this submarine, I get it. Damn, get it, Sigrun.
I'm sorry. Did you need this boat?
Yes, motherfucker.
We could probably give him like 3 or 4 minutes to finish up, though, right?
Anya, tell me what to shoot, Grace. You and Fergus will break into the East Perimeter Security Tower located there in Lake Bourne. Deactivate the mines obstructing the channel to Lake Pontchartrain. Then, we sail this boat into the city and bring all surviving souls on board.
Oh. Holy shit.
New Orleans is counting on us, my brothers and sisters.
I would not want to have that thing at the end of my arm. Am I getting shot out of a torpedo tube right now? I mean, honestly, this is only the 3rd or 4th most dangerous thing that's happened to us so far. I mean, good for Sigrun and Babate, though. Like, listen, I know we got important business to do and everything.
The side of the Great Wall. Look for any kind of opening that will grant you passage to the inside of the wall.
We'll find our opening. I know we got important business to do and everything. Lives are on the line. But you start telling people, hey, we got to be too focused to have sex. I think morale's going to decline. So, good for them for keeping their spirits up. Alright, well, we're looking for an opening. We're also still looking for loot, of course. Like I said, we're going to delay a lot of the Enigma code missions, but I am not going to like skip looking for character moments and trying to find treasure and stuff, because that's just playing the game, man. Oh, no.
Hey, Blasco. Not seen a living civilian from up here since we arrived. Now, on the other hand, there's an overabundance of Nazis. Hope you have better luck finding survivors. Fergus out.
Well, none of the doors here have knobs, which makes them literally unopenable, so I don't even know how we would find survivors if there were any. Why, oh why, hasn't somebody invented a way to open a door? Man, it is a little, like, eerily quiet here. I felt like I'm even lowering my voice a little bit unconsciously. Ooh, can I smash this? Or am I just gonna throw a hatchet against it? Okay. Well, I guess that answers that. I was getting a little bit worried, too, like, the sequence where, like, it looks like Bombate is intentionally blowing his smoke at Sigrun to upset her. Like, we are a little bit all elbows and knees. Everybody's at everybody else's throat. It's good for the crew to let off a little bit of steam. I love you, Battle Stilts. Sometimes video games don't want you to walk in very peculiar places. But nothing could keep me down, except for the fact that there are definitely several places in the game where I'm just not allowed to get on my stilts for no reason, which I don't care for. It's possible that, oh, just newspaper, huh? Okay. Well, what is so important that it had to be hidden all the way up here? Time is running out. Rescue operations to Manhattan have been paused due to acute radiation sickness in the first responders, sources in Washington say. A large number of freight trains and trucks carrying medical equipment, food, and water are stalled 10 miles outside city borders, waiting for the government to provide radiation protective suits. However, persistent rumors in Washington claim that authorities don't have a stockpile of the required equipment, and were unprepared for an attack of this kind. Meanwhile, sources say survivors of the atom bomb blast have taken refuge in Manhattan's subway stations, waiting for authorities to come to their rescue. But time is running out. Food, water, and even the air is highly poisonous from radiation. Meanwhile, the Germans are closing in on our shores. The next 48 hours will be crucial in their survival, yet there is no word on when the rescue operations will resume. You know, I get that. I get diving into the subway. It seems like a kind of a sheltery place, but my understanding is that you actually don't want to be low to the ground in terms of dealing with fallout. You know, the after effects of the bomb are going to be worse lower down. And that is somewhat reinforced by the fact that they were holed up at the top of the state building, right? Although, you know, video game fiction is not necessarily based on real science. Okay, little rat spooked me there. Could I compress through this? No, I can't. It probably has to be like a very specific looking kind of opening. We'll figure out how that thing works. What is this now? It's a golden crocodile? Alligator. I don't know what the difference is. One of them likes water more than the other one, I think? What you just heard is everything I know about biology. Okay, what is this exactly? This is some kind of thing. This looks important. What if I hit it with a hatchet? Okay, well. Let's not go to the objective just yet. We've already found one collectible. It's like the game is trying to encourage me to take it slow. And honestly, I'm having a lot of fun just looking around and checking out the environments. Oh, something's growing in there. Vines or something. Don't feed the animals. Okay. Well, we're definitely not going in. Although, honestly, if right after saying that I had seen the sparkle of some gold, I would have gone and gotten it. Oh, this one is not in the closed state. Well, I don't hear any alligators, but I think that they like they're a lay-in-wait sort of predator, aren't they? Or maybe that's crocodiles. You know, maybe I should have read a book or something on the way here. BJ ought to know this. Alright, let's go. I guess I probably could have battle stilted and avoided the ladder. Oh hey, you can just hit E to interact with those things. You don't have to press middle mouse and potentially accidentally throw a hatchet. Ooh. Well, now this is interesting. I don't really want to drop down right in front of that doorway, though, just in case. Okay, I completely failed to jump across to those boxes. Alright. I don't know if that's... It's hard for me to tell from this distance whether that's the big robot guy or whether I'm hearing a big robot guy and that's just one of the normal armored guys. Looks like... Looks like there might be one of those diesel thingies nearby. That sound must be coming from down there. Man, the Nazis sure do love to have just a ton of guns scattered all over the place. This fucking pistol. That's right, it was nothing. Definitely don't go investigate. Is that officer coming back, or what's his deal? I'm not gonna be able to hit him. We'll have to get closer. Okay, this is interesting. Is there any cool stuff in here? Well, let's eat all of their pastries and pretzels and whatnot. Terror-Billy's execution, highest rated TV hour in history. You know, maybe they're paying by the letter. They figure people will know what I mean. The televised execution of William Blazkowicz is the highest rated hour in TV history. They made an hour out of it. With millions of viewers around the globe, the world, and especially the American territories, drew a collective sigh of relief as Terror-Billy met his just end by the swift blade of General Engel. I don't remember it being that swift. The trial and death of the world's most evil terrorist marks the end of a period of wanton violence and the beginning of the Reich's 1,000 years of peace. Yeah, they're really stocked up for peace, aren't they? Our beloved Führer has announced that the day of Terror-Billy's execution will be a national holiday called Justice Day. This will be a day of remembrance dedicated to everyone we have lost to the heinous crimes of agents of chaos like William J. Blazkowicz. So, I mean, the Führer's still up and around and doing stuff. Are we actually going to encounter Hitler, I wonder? That's a guy, and I'm concerned that if I shot that guy, that the corpse would get found by that officer pretty quickly. I'd really like to start with the officer. I wish I had any idea where he had gone. Oh, he's in this, like, side room area. Alright, I'm just gonna take this guy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. There's another dude over there. Okay, so we passed him. He's in a little side area. We'll go get him. Don't worry about it. I'm also gonna finish looking around, though. When I screw this all up and things pop off, of course, I want to make sure that I've eaten as many Nazi donuts as possible. Apparently we are interacting with this thing that's way over here. From Uberkommandant Otto Ackerman. Regarding detainee hygiene and health issues. Men, I know there's been complaints regarding the handling of detainees. Some of you find them repulsive, that they smell like corpses, that they are dirty and even contagious. Well, I hear you and I understand you. Make no mistake about that. This is what it sounds like when management lies to you. Therefore, I will arrange for you to bring portable water tanks and high-pressure hoses with which you can clean the worst offenders efficiently. I think this solution will be sufficient to make a better workplace for all of us. Yeah, maybe not all of us, all of us. My feeling is that the Nazis generally spell justice just us. Alright. So we gotta go back a little bit. I don't see a way to get... There's not like a doorway over here. We might have to go... that's a big dude. Okay, we're just gonna keep going this way. How about that? Because I might have to get above or below or something. I wish I'd been a little bit more tenacious and just stayed on that officer instead of letting him walk away. Okay, there's a conversation happening somewhere nearby. Above us? I might have just been seen. I love the fact that you, while holding the lean key, you can go up and down. Allows you to peek around stuff. We need this guy to not... He's standing on the other side of this box. He's looking right this way. I don't think he has seen me. I think he's just looking this way as part of his patrol. Okay, he walked away. Plus, I think we still need a whole bunch of stealth kills. That was not that stealthy. Oh, that was a combat takedown. Okay. Oh, a map. Good stuff. We're not far from this other guy. Never mind. Problem solved. I mean, we're, like, extremely blown, and everybody who's in the area right now is going to be a problem. But probably we're not going to get a lot of additional reinforcements. Smart choice of weapons, fella. I'm actually going to go back under here. So they'll be drawn toward that room, right? Yep. It does, in fact, work that way. Alright, I missed with a lot of those shots, but I did hit him in the back with a lot of them. After they careened off the wall. Which is a real strategy. Surprise! That was pretty smooth. I'm like really proud of myself. Alright, let's reload. Pretty good on most kinds of ammo. Get back into stealth mode here. Yeah, that was like a really good job. Good work, me. I gotta take the praise where I can get it. And listen, for anybody who heard that and was motivated to say, hey, SB, you're doing a good job, I really do appreciate that, but I will not see that in time for it to matter, because I am recording way ahead of the release of these episodes. It's still release weekend for me. I'm gonna finish this game tonight, probably. I'm having a tremendous amount of fun. I really am having a good time. Okay, what do I want to upgrade now? What do we have left for the pistol? Can I make this thing more accurate? Higher damage output, increased recoil, louder. So, I don't know what louder means exactly. We probably don't want to do that. If it has a chance of canceling out the effectiveness of the suppressor, we probably don't want to do that. We get proper armor piercing on the long-range rifle. We could do the nail gun thing. I died after taking that upgrade, so we don't have it anymore, but we'll see. Extended mag. The rotor upgrade loads all 3 barrels of the shock hammer, allowing you to fire 3 shells at once for maximum damage output. I don't want to do that. I think that's probably going to mostly be a waste of ammo. The gun does a fine job as it is. Doubling up the mag, though. I can see that. Shoulder stock. I don't think we need that upgrade. We can upgrade the hand grenades. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Especially electromagnetic grenades allowing us to weaken like the big robots and the super soldiers and stuff. Yeah, that sounds like a winner. Okay. Not a person, it turns out. Oh, yeah, that's right. I picked up some batteries. Did the big guy who was on the bottom level get killed? He might have been the big guy that we fought up here. I don't know if they have a way of, like, jetting up to a higher platform, but if they do, that could very well be what happened. So, like, these things, I'm pretty sure you can break these with the shoulder charge thingy. We'll get that contraption just as soon as we can. In the meantime, it's important. Uh-oh, look out. Oh.
Blazkowicz, head for the old American Bank building. That's where Horton and his group should be holed up. Find them. Persuade them to join our cause.
The American Bank. What's a dollar worth these days?
Okay, this is fucking... This is quite a sight. Alright. Well, I guess they just want me to drop down? I don't want to do that. I guess we have to, but I don't want to do this. Alright, let's try not to land on the metal thing. Actually, can I land on this? Okay. I'm just saying. If I was a sneaky game designer, I might hide a secret along here, perhaps? Nope, nope, can't actually walk on that. Okay, fair enough. Let's check this bus real fast. You know, again, just treasure. Oh. Okay, suffocating. And unfortunately, taking any damage at all restarts the health decay. Shit. I think this might be a, I forgot I had put this back in auto mode. That's actually probably fine for the moment. I think I hear something serious. There's stairs here? That's not great. They could come in from behind me. I can't believe that guy thought that little post was going to protect him. Jesus! Okay, upstairs, upstairs. Alright, there's no way I can get up here. It would probably have a serious deleterious effect on the stability of this building, though, so that might be bad. You're not taking me alive, you evil Nazi motherfuckers. If there's a hell, you will roast on Satan's fire spit for an eternity, you pathetic assholes. Fuck you. Yeah, if I had just been shot and was bleeding to death, I reckon I also would be pretty mad at the people who shot me. Okay, so we're in a little bit of a position now. That thing is extremely onto me. And also quite large and full of fire. What do you reckon a weak point looks like? Maybe the hoses? Little red hoses? I'm gonna try that. I don't think that did anything. Oh! Maybe it did. Alright, shooting it in the big metal platy parts, not working. Where's that? We haven't used our makeshift rocket launcher yet. Let's give this a try. This is like traditional video game stuff. Ooh, enemies like this generally don't like to be exploded. That does not seem to be having the desired effect. Maybe it just can't be killed. I fell. I fell, it doesn't see me yet. Let's just try to get back upstairs. Okay, so maybe I want to just wait for it to get bored and wander off. We could drop down in the water and try to go underwater over to that side of the street. I'm gonna... Okay, we exposed part of it. I definitely weakened the armor. I weakened it real good. Okay. Very few things in this world you can't blow up if you just put enough explosions into them. Unfortunately, no cool stuff for me, just armor. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Let's remember that we are trying to be stealthy occasionally, because the combat is actually quite difficult. Dearest John, I don't know how to ask you this, but I'm afraid now. Afraid they'll take me away like they did with our friend Ben. Can I come live with you in the city? I know we haven't known each other for very long, and that we haven't met as often as I would have hoped. You know how difficult it is to travel these days. I feel like it would be easier to stay in the city, you know what I mean? I know this is sudden and early, but I ask because I can hear people talking about now, and I fear I won't be long for this world if I stay. Well, there's some implications in there, huh? Yeah, I reckon there's a whole lot of people who would not do that well under Nazi rule, some of whom are not 100% aware of how well they would not do. How not well they would do? You know what I mean. We definitely have some people in our real world right now who are kind of pushing for a sort of rule that would probably lead to them being exterminated if it really came about. So, alright, let's focus on video game Nazis. Leave the real world Nazis out there for the moment, huh? A lot of ammo around here. I guess they expect me to be having a lot of trouble. Maybe I'm, like, doing a good job right now. Doing better than the game expects me to do. Huh, this police car is... Yeah, I was gonna say, this police car is red. Telling me I could shoot at it and stuff would happen, so... I was a little worried that something was gonna come out of it. But nope, it was just gonna do a little physicsy sort of jump scare thing. It was just gonna spook me a little. Okay, let's Yeah, there's a lot of heavy armor hidden away around here. I suppose if you were actually trying to fight the dog in a less cowardly way, if you were down here mixing it up, you probably would need a lot of sources of armor and health to survive that. I fought it in a way that, you know, you could describe as tactical, perhaps prudent, but if you wanted to describe it as cowardly, I wouldn't argue with you. There's a good reason we've been stockpiling grenades, though. It was exactly that sort of thing was what I was worried about. I do not know where I'm going, but we did just get an autosave, so I must be getting... Oh, this must be the right way. It's a shame the little non-diegetic elements like that can sometimes spoil the suspense for you. Me? Yes, me. They meant me. They must have seen me through a window. Even while crouching, I'm not, you know, small. Maybe I should go out this way, because it kind of sounds like they're coming around. Oh. I saw a red thing on the ground, and what I know about red things is they all explode. Everything that is red for any reason. It's hard to tell which gunshots are ambience and which ones are actually happening. Because anything that's not happening to me personally is not actually happening, right? Alright, well, for the moment, we're back to, I think, nobody knowing where I am at, right this second. So let's try to be stealthy. The Great Wall of New Orleans finished. Following a glamorous inauguration ceremony yesterday, the Great Wall of New Orleans was officially opened. Many famous generals, celebrities, and ministers of the regime attended the audience. This wall is a protection for ordinary citizens of the American territories, said the head of architect Sebastian Williamson during his inauguration speech, which received a rousing standing ovation from the audience. to keep the virus of terror and malice away from the public so everyone can carry on with their lives in peace, knowing that we are building a better future for us and the Greater Reich. I probably don't need to editorialize there. I think everybody sees what's happening. Okay, I think we are just moving down this street, actually. It looks like stealth is something that we're not always going to have access to here. Also, I'm kind of surprised. Every time we get into a little spat like that, like I felt like I didn't get hit very much. Maybe one or two shots winged me. But we lost like a considerable amount of health and armor. I really cannot be shot very many times. I have to be pretty aware.
Can't undo your tragedy, but I can punish the people responsible.
Let's surface, let's surface. Okay. Yeah, I really can't take very many hits. And the game, I don't feel that the game does a super good job of letting you know when you're taking damage. The hit indicators are pretty missable. Although, I suppose I do prefer this over... I've definitely seen in some first-person shooters, like the full screen red you just took damage effect. I find this upsetting in the other direction. No, this one. They kind of broke up. They were all standing real close together. And then it took me so long to get my launcher out. Alright, I guess let's try to get closer. We do not have a lot of time here, I imagine, before they see each other and start everything off. So let's there's that fourth guy. Shit! Change gun. Ooh! I maybe should have not kept firing with him right on top of me like that. Alright, we're definitely taking this thing for the moment. Because if there are any Nazis in the area, they are...
Looks like I got a shortcut through this
They're
building.
aware of us now. Okay, let's... Ooh, that's definitely a place where we could, constrict through. And we will in just a moment. So one of the nice things about using technology that was created by your enemy is that they have to have refueling stations for their stuff everywhere. Okay, looks like... So I could go over with my stilts, I could go under with the compressor, and I bet there's a way to ramshackle charge through here somewhere too. I keep forgetting to use the stilts in combat. Look at my extremely cool shadow. Let's go over. I like being high up. If you watched any of my Dishonored series, you know that. I probably shouldn't have just smashed that, given that we know enemies are not that far away. Okay, and there's dogs. Great. Okay, all cool and good and useful stuff. That is an officer right there. Alright, well, I think this is probably going to turn into a thing. Huh? I actually managed that pretty quickly, I think. Or pretty well. I saw the word quick while I was speaking, and so I said it. So apparently it's very easy to overload my brain. Oh, I somehow started sliding. Shit. They're all gonna go toward the sounds of the gunfire. So if I can get away from the gunfire... Okay, this isn't working. Ah, shoot. I was trying to just fill that hallway with shrapnel. Okay. When did it start doing this, like, slow down, you're about to be detected thing? Did we have that at the beginning of the game? I wonder if it's... Is it something I took... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Oops, J. I wonder if I maybe have been... Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Enemies will freeze in horror when spotting the play. That's what this is. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright, we were able to stealth this area out pretty well last time. Not as well this time. Oh, that's right. This thing has no ammo. There we go. Wow, I really, I sunk the axe all the way into that barrel. I really throw those things. Okay. Let's get back in here, and let's do a slightly better job this time.
Looks like I got a shortcut through this building.
So there's a bunch of armor in here, right? Alright, no, I'm at full health. The shadow work is actually really good. Alright, so we can take this guy and his dog. I have no concerns about that. I know I said I was pretty sure I was going to screw it up last time, but now I feel basically invincible. I'm just going to quick save here. What the hell was that sound? I guess you should have investigated, nerd. I did kill that guy in full sight of the doorway this time, so that's not great. I'm being a little bit more aggressive with the stealth this time. I think it is in my best interest to conclude this situation quickly. Carefully is good. Quickly is also good. Looks like I might have cleared this room. Alright, let's go find this officer. Okay. I'm trying to climb over this. There we go. Where is this guy? We probably should just get into killing mode here. Let's see this thing. C? Okay, good. Okay. Right click is shotgun, left click is pretty accurate long range fire. Jesus. No more spawns. We just gotta deal with the guys who are currently in the area. I don't hear anything. I think we might be good. And even if we're not good, as far as, even if there are still enemies left, at this point, dealing with them quietly might be preferable so that we don't pull everybody who's still alive at the same time. I appreciate the fact that the armor does auto pick up if you just walk directly over it. I don't really want to have to mash E every time I get near something. Okay. Yeah, feeling a lot more confident now. The combat in this game is really fun. Like, the guns just feel really great and powerful. All of the visual and audio feedback is really solid. Ah, grenades. Use grenades, SB. I keep forgetting. Good here. All right.
Gotta get across to the other side. Maybe I can make use of that overhead crane.
Let's just get in here, shall we? The Klan endorses the new regime. The time has come for a new American order. The Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, sorry. No, that's not my fault. They left a word out. The Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, during a televised speech yesterday, after several long and productive meetings with the great leader of the Reich, Herr Adolf Hitler, we have agreed that the Klan will officially join the German army to protect the white Americans of the American territories and become part of the Greater Reich. The Klan, which has seen its membership rise dramatically during recent years, will maintain a bridge of communication and peace between the American and German people. It was said in a statement sent out following the Grand Wizard's speech. It would also ensure the safety of both real Americans and brave Germans who have been terrorized by evil, peace-hating, multiracial terrorist organizations following the Washington Peace Treaty in 1949. So we do know Hitler was definitely still the leader as late as 1949. So this would have been after. This was well after the proper end of the war. So he could totally still be the guy. There's no reason to think it couldn't be him. How old was he when the war started? Because if it's... I don't know exactly what year we're in. Were we in 1961? 1960 something, certainly. Gotta get over there. Yeah, I don't know what year he was born, so I have no idea. But he's got to be getting kind of up there in years now, right? And you'll have to forgive me, I'm not all the way up on my history of Adolf Hitler. But I kind of feel like maybe I know that he was not in super great health. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, there were a couple of Heil Hitlers in the first game, and we've definitely already heard some here. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's still the guy, right? It could just be that
William,
they have great reverence for him as a figurehead.
Mines are disabled, and Fergus was scouting ahead. Just had a big fight with the Nazis. Barely made it. William? Don't know if this is normal, but I think the pregnancy is making me a little, excited. Oh God, is everyone listening in on this frequency?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yes?
Max sauce.
What does Max need to listen in for? Ah, see, that time when I picked it up, it auto-switched to it. Maybe this is the point... No, because we've definitely run into a bunch of officers who had them. I don't know, man. Boy. We still got a lot of ground to cover, it looks like. So am I... Hold on. Excuse me. Where am I on takedowns? Okay, I could still use a lot of... I can still get a lot of extra movement speed out of takedowns. Right, let's do our best to... get some axe kills here. As much fun as it is to just shoot a guy. Does that guy look like he knows I'm here? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. He is headed right for us. You know what? As much as stealth would be cool, let's just take advantage of the element of surprise here. Yeah, I like the fact that each soldier seems to actually have to know where you are to come after you. Like, some of those guys who are running in who didn't get a chance to see me. Ow. That really hurt, dude. Some of the guys who ran in who didn't have a chance to personally see me just were not looking the right direction. They just didn't know where I was. I really appreciate that little bit of realism. I'm not a big fan of realism for the sake of realism, but I do like it when it adds tactical opportunities. Okay. We do need combat takedowns as well. Man, they really are laying it on thick with the grenades. We could be using a lot more grenades. There was some health around here somewhere. I'm trying to stop my bleeding. Yeah, they're being really generous with the grenades. Where did I see health? Man, maybe I didn't. I thought I saw a little plus as I ran over something. I'll definitely take that. Well, I guess I'm already not bleeding. I might have walked over it. It might have been a very small amount of health. Okay. Oh good, a box full of helmets. I've never felt safer. Good throw there, Billy. Where did that hatchet go? I think it's just trapped. Well, whatever. My suspicion is I will be fine without it. We are not in a place where we have to be like super desperate about our hatchets.
Trapped. Looks like I gotta blast my way out.
I do love to do that. Alright, well, we'll just blow up everything. They're giving me an access to infinite grenades, so let's just blow up everything. Wait. Oh, no. For a second, I thought that was the end of a weapon upgrade kit. That would have been nice. You know what? Let's go get that guy's heavy weapons. At least one of them, rather. There it is. That's the health thing I ran over earlier. Ineffective. Still ineffective. I was kind of, you know, these are the rules. This is a video game, right? That wall's cracked. That means explosives can destroy it. I played video games before. You can't fool me. Wait a second. Where does this go? Oh. Yeah, why don't we blow this up? That'll probably do it. Okay, why don't we just, Yeah, I had a suspicion that was going to be, an energetic reaction. Wow. That's a good-ass door. Serious congratulations to whoever constructed that door. Well done. Trying to see if there was anything on the top shelf there, but I guess I can't quite stilt here. Okay. Well, everything's still busted and on fire, but at least we're outdoors again. Well, that thing knows where we are. Trying to make as little noise as possible while preparing the plan. Here we go. I think they know where I am. I don't know if this is the only way to do it, but we blew off the armor on the side and the back last time, and that seemed to... Shit, I thought it was going down. Okay, it's still looking over there. One more. No, it's too smart for me. It's not really that difficult. That sounds good. That's good sounds. Nope. Oh, I was just hearing the electromagnetic parts of the explosion. No, not that. This. Okay, I melted part of my cover there. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, a friendly. Well, let's grab all this armor real fast and then figure out how to get over there. Actually, let's also go back here because there's a bunch of crates. Okay, good stuff. Alright, is there any stuff sneakily secreted away over here behind the destroyable train car? Actually, no. Weird. Why would you put a thing that you can destroy? That's very misleading. These game developers are playing with my heart. Okay. Well, it didn't work last time. I don't know why I thought it might work this time. I just living in hope. Where am I going? How am I going to get out of here? I guess that thing's not really that tall. We'll just go over it. We go over here. Oops. I disengaged my things. That's a gold. That's a gold thing. I would like to go get it, please. What if I go over here? There we go.
Sounds like someone is putting up a fight.
It's not a gold thing. It's a normal metal thing. I'm coming, whoever. Just try not to get murdered until I get there. This is not the way forward, I don't think, but I'm looking around. Well, we found, oh good, a gold piece of one of those dogs. I definitely think my thoroughness and collectability, or collectible grabbing has improved. We're doing a much better job. Oh, I could have squeezed under there, probably. Oh, these are probably chargeable. That's what that is. I could run through there if I had the thing. Okay. Don't feast upon the Nazi flesh. It's probably not good for you. They're very particular about their gene pool. There's probably some inbreeding going on. Okay, so we came through here. Where do I think is the right way? Up. Up is probably the right way. Yeah, we can get through that building, I bet. Clan Leader William's letter. My respected friend Frank, I understand that you may disagree with many of the Germans' policies. Yes, they are socialists. That is a fact. For a certain definition of fact. The word socialist is certainly in their name. But they believe in protecting the white race from moral rot and cultural degeneration. And frankly, they won the war. The time has come to pick a side. Now they have reached out to us in the clan to act as mediators between them and the American people, to ensure stability during these trying times. I think we have to cooperate with them, or else something far worse could happen to us. Truth be told, what does it matter in the end? I think we can all agree that we have the same long-term goals in mind, which is to ensure that the white race of America has a prosperous and unending future. They have told me that the Church of the Reich, what remains of the Catholic Church, is the only accepted religion within the Greater Reich, and as we all believe in the same God, I think that, although we may have to change our ways of worship somewhat, our way of life will still be the same, maybe even better. So again, I ask you to reconsider the New Orleans clan chapter's stance in this matter. Because in the end, I think it comes down to two things: cooperate or perish. It turns out there were other options. All right. I'm starting to be able to actually make out the guy's words. I kind of wish... Oh, I'm coming. I can't get through. How do I do not see a way out. Oh. That time I was able to do that. Wait. This doesn't... That's not where I want to go at all. So some part of... Okay. Yeah, this is the way. I'm here to help. There's another one behind us. Shoot. Cover. That would have been a real good time for grenades. And I mashed the button a bunch of times, but it turned out I wasn't carrying any. Alright. Health, armor, ammo. Surprise! Thank you. I do love people who appreciate my talents. Yeah, you and I are about to have some very productive conversations, I think. Give me a second. Let me make sure I've stolen everything first. Let's see here. That is very bright. Can I disable that? No. I wonder what's behind that wall. Oh, it's just a shortcut from the other side. I wouldn't have had to go up and through the building. Alright, ammo. Lots of things that'll explode if I shoot them. How you doing? Well, that looks like our guy, doesn't it?
Go on, son. Take my...
You a preacher?
Oh, this? Lord, to pick these rags up off the streets. Name's Horton.
William J. Blazkowicz.
Blazkowicz. Terror-belly hellfire, son. Ain't you supposed to be dead?
I recovered.
Well, terror-belly don't mean to be rude, but what's your business around these parts?
Well, he's really taking that in stride.
Sorry asses.
I'm with the Cry-South Circle. We're starting a revolution.
Are you now? Now this here's the last remaining haven for the cancerous growth of independent free thinkers, spreading all over the South and yonder. Oh, we be the outcast, the poor. Well, everyone who ain't part of the American goddamn bourgeois. That man right there, getting yourself a drink? That's my old-timer friend Paris Jack. Paris Jack is a brawler, cutter, a true believing anarchist, and a hell of a clair on that player, ain't that right, Paris?
Don't like to toot my own horn, except literally.
Streets are quiet, Horton. Nobody's... Wait. Yes, streets are quiet.
Now that's the professor. She got them eyes, can see a speck of dirt in a cow's ass off 100 yards. I tell you,
any chance you got an extra one of those rifles?
Here, we gonna shoot their asses out. I tell you what, going out in a blaze of glory, hallelujah!
You got a lot of good people here. You should join us. We could always use more good people.
How you reckon to start this revolution of yours, Terror-Billy?
Terror-Billy?
Holy shit, it's him.
Didn't that Nazi bitch kill you?
Seems our friend here kinda told St. Pete to go fuck himself.
He's with the Cry-South Circle, a walking legend.
I know who he is. Oh, damn it. Here they come. Paris, I'm feeling a little jittery. Do you mind taking the edge off?
Let me see what I can do about that.
You know, my ma always said, Never trust a man can't handle his whiskey. So you sit right down, sit there, Billy, and drink up.
Look, what in the world the fuck is this shit?
Old Horton special.
Oh, goddamn.
Now listen, Terra Billy, I respect your ambition, but there's nothing can be done no more. The world has sank into the crapper, and all we can do now is drink this whiskey and watch the vortex suck it all down.
Didn't expect your belly to be quite so yellow.
We've been fighting for a revolution since long before them Nazis came here. We were the first to start build a civil rights movement to advocate equality for everyone. You know the concept of civil rights, Terra Billy? No, you don't. You're just a jarhead, ain't you?
Buddy, I laid my life on the line for freedom, justice, and the American way while you and your bohemian friends were passing out Bolshevik propaganda and opposing the draft on every street corner. What good is your fucking equality? You can't muster the backbone to stick up for your people while the coyote's scratching at your front door.
We stood up against the imperialist war machine in the United States of America and the greedy money men of Wall Street who was itching to send the children of the proletariat off to die in foreign lands so that they could be filling their coffers. It weren't their sons bleeding on the beaches. No, they drafted people like you for their dirty work while they was watching the dollars roll in. You're the pawn, the patsy of cantankerous men in marble mansions. Well, I see through that shit. Decided not to be a party to it.
And yet here you are, guns in hand, shooting Nazis, just like me. Difference is you come late to the party. Perhaps your kind had gotten their asses in gear, we'd have won the war.
Don't spill that shit on the table, Horton, and lead right through it.
This'll get you drunk, Terra Billy. You upstanding lackey of the establishment, G.
Listen, pal, I ain't got time for your horse shit. You gotta make the call. Give up and die or step the fuck up.
Ain't wanting to argue with you, Terra Billy. Too tired of fighting.
You tired? Man, fuck you. I got kids on the way. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna raise them in a world run by these Nazi assholes. So what's it gonna be? You hillbilly, degenerate moonshiner, Bolshevik cowards, goddamn traitors.
Oh, Lord, ain't never seen a man remain coherent after more than one shot old Horton special. I like you, Billy. Like your gumption. All right, let's start this revolution. Hit it! Tara's been working on this puppy for over a month now.
Hot damn. How'd you tame it?
Pop the hood, pulled some wires, not about it.
He's a quick learner, Paris. Always figures out what's what.
So, what's your plan?
You gonna ride it, cowboy? Yes, sir. You're gonna ride on out there, draw off the Nazi fire, while we make our way down to the harbor with all those who survived the purge.
Got you.
That's awesome.
All hinges on that boat of yours showing up.
It'll be there.
Sorry for going all silent during that last sequence. That was fucking cool, and I did not want to step on any of it.
Easy. There you go. Just mind your temper.
Horton, you better get up here. Nazis swarming in like flies on shit.
Check, check. All set, Terra Billy. Now again!
This is good. This is real good. All right. I don't really know how to drive this thing. Oh, yeah. Give me a tutorial. I need tutorial. Left click is flame throw. Left control is stop shooting fire. Why would you ever do that?
Can do.
Woo! All right. It does not sprint very well. Surprise! Ooh, okay, that's an explosive car. I guess cars generally are. Well, that's not going to be vulnerable to fire. Do not know where I'm going. Oh, this looks like the only way forward, so let's go this way. Surprise! I'll say this, it's maneuverable. Here's my problem with these giant robot dogs, is usually they have such a bad turning radius, right? Come here, you. Wouldn't mind a little bit better range. There's something behind me that's still alive. I am causing a distraction. Let's try this way. Well, this doesn't seem right. They want me to get off the thing at the balcony. And we will get off. That'll happen eventually. Just melt this dude down. Just let me enjoy this for another moment here, huh? Howdy. Okay. Boy, those things really know how to explode. I feel real good about that. I am not upset about having to do that sequence again. This is a good video game. That Nazi slogan there was, like a million daggers, our might is divine. Do you feel like a million daggers are divine? What does that mean, even? What are you talking about? Alright, I guess let's get down. So we haven't killed this officer yet. Had some very interesting thoughts today during the security inspection round. It should probably be somewhere in Chapter 3, Human Psyche of the American People. The human psyche is astonishing in its adaptability. We have atom-bombed these people, killed their sons and husbands and fathers on the battlefield, eliminated scores of undesirables and degenerates, dissolved their democracy institutes. Yet, so many of them turned around soon after the Liberation War ended. I mean, it was almost too easy. The technology of the Ausmerzer was, of course, an effective instrument in this, hunting down terrorists, bombing cities that harbored them, and so on. This city, New Orleans, was probably one of the few places where the resistance was toughest. It was astonishing how they threw themselves at our guns for their foolish cause. But even before the Liberation War ended, we saw many Americans jumping over to our side, and then more followed. Many just learning to live with the situation. They became loyal to the Reich. They started informing on their friends and family. At this point, they're no longer only submitting to the new order out of fear, they've actually accepted it as the new normal. And so I wonder, how shallow are our deepest convictions? Look at that, a little bit of introspection. Where's this guy? He's in here, I think. How do we get in here? Oh, well, I probably just use the door, I suppose. No. Bad. Alright, let's have a look around in here. This looks important. Commandant Adler's E-Post. Why are you not responding over radio? The wall is breached. Terrorists. Which frequency? Yeah, he's, Seems like we may have alerted him with our less than stealthy approach. That was very cool and fun. And also that sequence with the jazz clarinet in the background and everything. These games. This is the stuff I was talking about. I mean, you can probably hear in my voice. I'm a little amped up right now. There are so many things about these games that are not the gameplay that are so good. All right, General Haas. You think? Nah. Oh no, Max's name is Hass. General Haas, I seek your advice on the Ku Klux Klan. As per your orders, I have utilized them as tools for the, shall we say, messiest operations. I know that the KKK were recruited during the Liberation War to function as blunt tools, sledgehammers, not scalpels, as you so eloquently put it. The problem is that they're simply dull beyond belief. I mean, it's okay for a sledgehammer to be dull, right? I always end up having to clean up after their mistakes, and I'm quickly reaching the end of my patience. How do you suggest I improve my control over these morons? Well, I think the problem is probably you're using them for the wrong operations. Stuff's got to be pretty much Fallout-proof, because these dudes are, I mean, as you're noting, not the sharpest screwdrivers in the drawer. Okay, I don't really know where I'm going at this point. Ooh, upgrade kit, nice. Okay, so that could be charged through if we were so inclined. So we found our own way over there. Yes, good hatchet throw. Good work, Billy. Why don't we... Here we go. This is a good, strong loadout. A lot of ability to deal with a lot of different kinds of threats. I could probably bring the Panzerhund back over here, although when it gets destroyed, the me getting thrown off of it animation is pretty long, so maybe... Let's, quick save, though. Also, it would be kind of rude of me to destroy their thing. when I know I don't have to. That was cool. That was really cool. Got him. Saw that helmet come off. So another big guy just landed. I didn't see exactly where. Ah, I missed. Ah! You give yourself away. The visuals in this sequence, like the the nighttime and the fire and everything, this is a very, very visually impressive bit of combat. Also, this gun is very satisfying to use. Okay. Feels secure to me. Let's get a little bit of a refill here. Alright, probably gonna have to call the episode once we get these people back to the boat. But let's finish that up before we worry about it. Oh, that's a miss. I just missed that guy 3 times. I deserve to be dead. Jesus. Okay, that's kind of a lot of dudes all at once. Fortunately, you can actually sidestep the rounds from the guys who have the nail gun upgrade. I'm having a really hard time picking up. Okay, there we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, things are quieting down a little bit. It's a little bit hard for me to see him. Lighting conditions being what they are. Alright. Last time, one more refill. We might pick up that diesel, whatever, diesel blitzer? Kampf diesel blitzen. That's my guess. That's probably what they call it. I wonder if maybe they're endless. And it's just I gotta get to a certain point. I can't just use random fuel to refill it. Oh boy. I'm alright. Two more shots. Alright, good enough for me. New Orleans to become hot new tourist attraction. The Minister of Tourism in Louisiana revealed today plans to turn New Orleans into a vibrant tourist spot. Following the humanitarian aid effort to New Orleans, after all of the Haftlings living in the ghetto have been relocated to a safer new location with sanitary living conditions, the city will be cleaned up and renovated after years of damage caused by the terrorist group hiding in the ghetto. The French Quarter will be restored and turned into a museum, where tourists will be able to learn about the history of the Liberation War and how the American territories were liberated. Appropriate buildings will be renovated and purged of cultural deviances. Once the city has been cleaned up, the wall currently surrounding the city will be torn down and modern hotel towers in strong uber concrete will be erected. A little bit of that brutalist architecture for us. One nice guys. Alright, I need a weapon that's a little bit less precise. Problem solved. Precision and accuracy. Both things to think about, but while accuracy is pretty much always good, sometimes precision is the opposite of what you want. Oh! Yep, I saw that was on fire, and my brain was just like, man, that looks cool. It does. Right before it exploded was the moment where I went, oh yeah, but that's gonna blow up though. Where am I at here? Oh, that's right. Okay. Little bit of progress lost there. It's all right. It's a lot of dude shooting. We're good at dude shooting. Surprise! take his head clean off. This thing is pretty effective. I kind of wish I could use one of those all the time. Alright, you know, we could do this whole sequence with the laser gun, since we know that there's a charge station right there. And it probably would be a little bit safer. Alright, that second shot right over him. Okay. It does at least spook him. That's pretty good. Oh, Jesus. So if you've noticed my health recharging, but you're not exactly clear on the mechanics. I realize I haven't talked about this too much, but I can explain. If it works like the first game, and I'm assuming it does, when our health is below 100, if it's not a multiple of 20, it slowly regenerates up to the nearest multiple of 20, which means it's impossible to get stuck in a situation where, like, the game just quick saved you and you're at 4 health and you have to try to not get shot at all. You know, you always will at least, if you give yourself a second, go back up to 20 health, which is enough to make a mistake or two. Can we just stilt over this? Yes, I can. I don't think they know where I am right now. Let's use sneakiness. Also, quick saving. We could probably just not fight these guys. Please, Billy, please get over. Okay, once we do over here. Okay. Maybe we just go around a lot of them. I gotta remember to use my my sweet battle stilts too. Okay, it looks like we're in the clear for now. There are definitely still enemies around. I can hear them, but they don't know where I am. So let's take this opportunity to look for cool stuff. Looks like I'm not allowed to jump out that window. Oh, there's a guy down there. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something maybe not advisable, but really cool. Hopefully really cool. Because I was realizing the other day that I've never done this, and I can't believe I haven't. Let's not do it on him though. Oh, I hit control while I was in the air. I was trying to do a ground pound on him. I took a big piece of him off while he was running at us. Shit. There's an explosive barrel over here somewhere. I was trying to find it so I could just shoot it to deal with that guy, but I guess we'll flank him enough that he feels unsafe and comes out. That'll work too. There's the explosive barrels. I knew they were there. I'd seen them. Yeah, I tried to ground pound that guy off the roof, but pressing control didn't actually do anything while I was falling. Maybe it only works if you jumped. Not if you're falling. I can see that being the case. It'd be not ideal, but... Alright, so we're looking around for, first of all, a charger. There we go. That's what I want. Secondly, obviously, armor and health would be really nice right now. Whew. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm having a lot of fun right now. This is a very good game. I would say, like, I would seriously, totally recommend this game, even if you're already, you know, familiar with all the plot from watching this, even if you've seen the first game, New Order, go ahead and get that too, because it rules. Is that one of those dogs down there? Okay, this is the way forward. Hold on. I was going that way because I thought it was exploration. Because I thought this was the way forward. What's down here? A newspaper that I would like to read, for one thing. Paris Jack is back. Louisiana's most renowned clarinet player is returning for a gig at the New Orleans club's All That Jazz on Saturday at 8 p.m. Paris Jack himself seems jazzed up in anticipation of the evening. My first ever time jam session on stage was at All That Jazz, so returning there together with the Catalan band feels a bit like coming full circle after all these years. New Orleans' small, dark, smoke-filled clubs is where I grew up as a musician. Paris Jack was born in New Orleans and started playing the clarinet when he was just 8 years old. Music is a place I go to find true peace, something the world is in dire need of these days. So that was in 1948. Is that just before the end of the war? I can't remember what the date of the war end was in this setting. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and go down here. Also, while we're walking around in places where we're not in a tremendous amount of danger, let's make sure all of the guns are reloaded. I don't want to pull something out and find out that it's at, you know, half, and I have to reload it before I can kill 2 rooms full of guys with it. Okay, we have no Kempf pistol ammo. I'm like sliding slowly. Alright, the music tells me that this is not intended to be a stealth section. But we can still take advantage of stealthiness to some extent. Well, damn it. It will not let me over the railing. Can I get up here? No, I'm really not supposed to be over this railing. Okay. We have grenades. And our grenades are improved with electrical stuff now. Let's sneak up on this thing and maybe disable it, though. Let's quick save before we attempt something like that. Is there a way to get behind it? Alright, we're gonna sneak around behind that thing. Try some Titanfall shit on it. As long as I don't get spotted from my left here, which would blow everything. Well, I don't know why I said anything. You guys see that pair of red eyes over there? Ah! I got him, though. He did die. Ooh, these episodes are getting long. Honestly, I'd probably have to... Alright, let's clear up this pack of enemies, then we'll call it. I'm having so much fun, though, I don't want to stop. Oh, I forgot exactly where I was standing when I quick-saved. Alright, that's fine. We're trying this a different way. Okay, this time, maybe without the getting immediately noticed by running out in front of that giant robot. We'll give it one more go here. No, that's the same thing. I was about to do it again. Alright. we kill this guy coming around the corner here fast enough, maybe it won't result in me being revealed. No, never mind. Never mind, we're just fighting. This is a fighting situation. Where's the big guy? I'd really like to kill him before I'm completely swarmed by dudes. These guys with the red eyes have a little bit better marksmanship than a lot of their compatriots, I feel like. Damn it. Yeah, if he charges over and gets really in close range of me, I have about a second to kill him. I need to grenade him maybe as soon as he's visible. The electromagnetic pulse might prevent him from getting the charge off. Alright, since we know... Actually, hold on. Let's go back to our classic loadout here. There we go. That's how we set that up. Reload. Come on, reload. Ah! I feel like I did better there. This is tough, though. Just fighting a bunch of guys kind of in the open without a lot of access to cover is very difficult. Alright, I think we're going to have to call it here for today, though. Unfortunately, I am running out of time. So that's going to be it for us for today. Come back next time. We're going to finish off all these Nazis for Super Spesh, and also all the other people, but mostly for Super Spesh. I still feel really bad about that. And we'll see you then.